Young Dawn the Sauce God getting roasted in high school. Jesus Lord, can we relate to that? My God, dude, people in high school were fucking savages, man. Until you found yourself a good group of people. Hell, even sometimes your people would roast you too. But until you found yourself a good group of friends, man, it was a tough run there for a while, man. And them niggas will hurt your feelings and shit you didn't even know fucking bothered you, man. Of course, I just steadfast and stayed weird, and I had a great time in high school. So let's get into it, man.
Hey, bro, can I borrow your bicycle after school, dog? You think you can give a brother a ride, man?
And of course, now people are just laughing, and I could feel the little social status that I had. What?
Yo,
what? Shut the f up. God damn, I'm trying to tell a story. All right.
Man, niggas would roast you in high school about everything, man. God damn.
High school is the absolute pinnacle of bullshit. And it's so whack that you won't realize it until you get out of high school. While you're there, everything seems to matter, like a lot. In fact, nothing seems to matter more. But the truth is, absolutely nothing that anyone thinks of you, be it a teacher or a student,
it don't matter.
Actually matters.
It doesn't really matter at all. And a lot of people back in school now, and your reputation and your friends and everything is like everything while you're there. But like, you know what? My freshman year was real tough. I don't even think it was real tough. It was just different. And then like halfway through my sophomore year, I just stopped giving a damn and just started doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Because everybody feels like that, it gives me a lot of opportunities to just do whatever I want to do. Like starting clubs, joining classes I want to join, and all that type of stuff. And like have a real eye on the future. Because that shit was like the best way to go through it.
When I was in high school, I was a low-key background character. Definitely not considered for the most likely to become a famous slot in my school yearbook.
Right,
I remember looking at the popular kids back in high school and thinking, they must have something that I don't. Like, they're gonna continue to live exciting and eventful lives while I just continue to be a regular person.
Yeah,
but
we call those toppers,
that's not how shit turned out, man. I mean, y'all see what I'm doing. And as for those popular kids, I mean, most of them just live regular lives now. They have regular lives, have regular jobs, make regular money, do regular things. And I'm not saying that anything is right or wrong with their life versus my life. I'm just saying that the narrative of you during high school, the narrative of who you are, who people say you are, who you think you are, doesn't have to mean anything. I didn't always know that. So like a lot of people, I allowed what other people thought of me to really affect me during high school. So what I want to do is tell you guys a story about an incident that happened during my junior year of high school, which was my first year of living here in America. A story about an incident that really embarrassed me. As a lot of you know, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and in Jamaica, most high schools require that you wear a school uniform. I remember watching American TV and thinking, man, it's so cool that the kids get to wear their own clothes and have the freedom to express a bit of their personality by the way they dress. I envied that. Well, after I moved to America at the age of 16, I got a chance to go through a couple of years of the American high school experience. And I quickly learned that getting to wear your own clothes isn't all that it's cracked up to be. If you're poor. Now, the word poor is relative, right? Because by society's definition, my parents make good money. Like, I've never worried about if I'm gonna eat today or am I gonna have lunch money or clothes.
But could you afford new clothes every school year or twice a school year or get new shoes every couple of weeks? Because I couldn't.
To wear to school. I grew up needing for nothing. But compared to a lot of the kids I was going to school with, I was poor as fuck. Because when I moved from Jamaica to Florida, I lived with aunts and uncles who lived in upper middle class white communities. So a lot of these kids.
He said white. I love it. I love
drove nice cars, they wore expensive streetwear brands, Nike, Diamond Supply, Obey, Polo, Hollister. They all had the latest iPhone, all of that at the age of 16 or 17 years old. Meanwhile, I'm riding my auntie's bicycle to school with my Metro piece of shit Android, rocking my Costco brand Midwest Farmer blue denim jeans that were just always a little too baggy in all the wrong places. Needless to say, I was not the flyest in school. But you know what? I was okay with it. I had a grasp of the sacrifices my parents were making for me, and my things may not have been very high-end, but they were practical and good quality. Also, I had a basketball team and good friends, so I didn't allow the fact that I was one of the poor kids to ruin my high school experience. However, it was always in the back of my mind, something I was self-conscious of, because what you had and what you wore in high school had a huge impact on your social status. If you weren't a star athlete or just like ridiculously attractive, you better have a bag, boy, or at least the ability to look like you have money. And I had none of the things, so there was always a very low glass ceiling on who I could be in high school. So PE was my favorite class, right? Obviously, everyone is just outside playing sports, having fun. It was one of the places where I could shine.
I never considered PE a class. Hearing him say that made me laugh.
LeBron James
or nothing, but I was starting on my varsity basketball team, so I was more than good enough. But things would be different on the day of this story, because this day marked one of my most embarrassing experiences during high school. So, as most public schools require, we had a specific guideline for what you could wear during PE. You had to wear black athletic shorts, a solid gray t-shirt, and sneakers, and my PE coach constantly had a fucking stick up his ass, so if your uniform deviated from the guidelines even slightly, he wouldn't let you play and you'd get marked as absent.
Yeah, we had, our school gave us PE uniforms, like in Vegas. You have to buy a uniform from the school and for PE, like you can't wear your own clothes.
Well, that day I had forgotten to wash my PE gear the night before, so I had nothing to wear on the day of class. I ended up asking my older cousin who lives with me if I could borrow some clothes. He dug around in his drawers for a bit, and then he pulled out a pair of black shorts and a gray t-shirt.
Nice.
Cool. Fast forward to later that day, and I'm in the locker room getting changed. I pull out my PE gear and I start to undress. As I'm undressing, I look down at my PE gear and I noticed something that I didn't see before. On the leg of these shorts was the fattest USPA logo that I have ever seen in my life. My stomach was literally in my balls. For those of you who are unfamiliar with USPA, or USPA as it is unaffectionately called here in America, it's seen as a knockoff Polo Ralph Lauren brand. It's a brand you buy when you want to wear clothes that look like Polo Ralph Lauren clothes, but you ain't got Polo Ralph Lauren money. If you wanted to tank your perceived status in high school in one day, just go to school fully USPA'd out. Guaranteed. And you wanna know what sucks? USPA actually makes good quality clothes. Like, it's better than the you get in Walmart or Target. It's good quality clothes at a reasonable price, but that doesn't matter in American high school.
Really? Is y'all really that hard on USPA versus Polo? Nobody gives a fuck about Polo here or USPA. That's like not a thing.
USPA, you might as well walk around with a label marked broke as
bro, it's not that serious
to your
out
face.
Here.
You'd be better off wearing some $7 thin cotton white t-shirt that you copped at the Goodwill. So there I was thinking, what do I do?
Funny.
Do I skip class and avoid being perceived as less than by my peers, or do I put on the shorts and say fuck their opinions and go have fun playing some basketball? I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, Don, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you because of your clothes. You know who you are and what you're made of. You love PE class. Don't let such superficial things dictate to you how you choose to live your life. So
don't think you
put on those goddamn shorts and go have the time of your life. So I put on my shorts, laced up my sneakers, and headed out to the basketball court.
That is a mistake.
Huge mistake.
Yeah.
I definitely should have just took the absent mark. So I get out to the courts, we warm up, and I start hooping. So I'm out there, you know, doing my thing, having a grand old time. And then I hear some dude yell,
"Hey yo, my nigga out here rocking the USPA, dog."
I turn around and there he was. Let's call him Jordan, one of the coolest in school. Light-skinned dude, wore all the right clothes, had tattoos, was known for hooking up with a lot of girls, always had new sneakers on, drove to school athletic. The had it all, man. I look him in the face and I was like, bro, come on, man, don't do this, man. There are only like a handful of black guys in our school. Don't betray a brother like this. But Jordan was a savage, man. Super cocky, took a lot of pride in the fact that he was able to afford nice things, so he proceeded to roast the f*** out of him.
Yo, Don, you out here stunning on niggas, boy. Rocking the Hey, man, how much for those shorts? I'm trying to be like you, dog. Oh my God. Hey, I'm gonna get this nigga. Hey, bro, can I borrow your bicycle after school, dog?
Damn.
You can give a brother a ride, man?
And of course, now people are just laughing, and I could see the little social status that I had. What? Yo, what?
Yo.
Shut the f up. Hey, goddamn, I'm trying to tell a story. All right. Yeah, so as I was saying, I could feel just the little social status that I had for just being a nice guy who played on the basketball team.
Oh my God.
Melt away. But that wasn't enough for Jordan, man. Nah, my man then pulls out his brand new iPhone 5S and starts to record me. Hey, yo, Don, show to what you rocking, bro. Ooh, that boy killing the USPA game, boy. So I'm standing there and I'm thinking, what do I do?
What do you do, Don?
I'm not gonna run away because I'm not a
okay.
But I'm also not gonna swing at him either because he's with his crew and for sure they'd jump my ass. So instead, I just turned around, ignored him, and continued to play basketball.
Okay.
And of course, shortly after, he got bored and then went away to go be a douchebag somewhere else. And although on the outside I appeared unbothered by his taunts, on the inside, I was hurt, man, because now I thought that's what people were gonna judge me based on. The fact that I was broke and couldn't afford to wear the Nike dry fit shorts, or that I rode a bicycle to school, things that at the time were out of my control. Needless to say, that was the last time that I ever made the mistake of wearing USPA or any brand similar to it to school. I also stopped riding my bicycle and chose to walk to school instead. That one I regret. Bicycles are fun, and if you think it's lame to ride a bicycle to school, then you can go suck your blood clot. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My inner Jamaican was flaring up. But as I was saying, by ditching the bicycle and avoiding the USPAs of the world, I managed to get through the rest of high school without a similar incident happening again. But high school can be tough, man, and the kids can be ruthless. What happened to me that day was cruel and uncalled for. I had never said a bad thing to or about Jordan, yet he saw it fit to try and tear me down in front of my peers for what appeared to be no reason. And if I was a different person, maybe it would have really hurt me. You know, like maybe I would have stopped going to PE, or I would have become obsessed with trying to buy the nicest things in an effort to elevate my sense of self-worth. But instead of letting that incident set a tone for the rest of my American high school experience, and you know, possibly further than that, it went down in history as no more than a shitty experience and a funny story. I was able to do that because although my parents didn't buy me a nice car or fancy clothes, they instilled in me a sense of self-worth that is based on the merit of my character and who I am as a human being.
Well, he's going really deep with this, man. Like, wow. But I guess he's right. Young Don, I suppose you are right, my friend. You do have to do more than that. He said, this is funny to me because in Bulgaria, 50% of the kids in school are broke as fuck, and I have missed this bullying. I never understood why people act like that. It's just clothes. They were just shorts, man. Sorry this happened to you. That really sucks. USPA came out in 1890. Beverly Hills Polo came out in 1922. Polo Ralph Lauren came out in 1967. Who's copying who? Tell them, Stanley. Stanley just started ripping out facts on their ass. I'm wearing the original polo. You go fuck yourself. Bro, people in Florida must be fucking savages about that shit, bro. People kind of chill about that type of stuff. Of course, like, it just depends on the kind of friends and stuff you have. People will rag on you about everything, but that shit just seems kind of played. Like, people just get bored, they have nothing else to do, and I don't know. It's gonna happen though, and the shit will hurt your feelings. Don't think it won't. Don't pay attention to it and they'll get bored and move on, because that shit works. But like, people also say, well, and it never bothered me. That part is not true. That shit will hurt your fucking feelings, man. You gotta stay strong in that shit. This nigga in the comment section said, turn your shorts inside out. I don't think that's the point. I think that is not the point. Of course he should have not gotten roasted, but the shit is gonna happen, bro. It is gonna happen. That's fucking dope, dude. You should have turned them inside out. Everybody's saying that shit. Yeah, dude, but like, that's just something you're gonna have to learn how to deal with, man. You gotta find your own way to deal with it. So, nobody make fun of me. I'm goofy as fuck. It is so fucking hard to make fun of me. It's just not, just not something. And I was like mean in high school, so it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same kind of problems in high school that he had. And I just hung out with like my group of friends. So, you know, I don't know, I got made fun of for some clothes and stuff that I used to wear, but like I liked how the kind of clothes I wore and stuff. So I had a good time. But yeah, that's crazy, man. I'll see y'all in the next one, ChavezzSlovakia. Please, God, if you guys have a story about being roasted for the clothes you wore, please let me read it. I would love to read some of those in the comments section. In the meantime, I'll see y'all later, dudes. Peace.
Crocs, 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 Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. My Crocs are gold. My pops is old. My Crocs got soul. My Crocs are bold. I go to church wearing Crocs. I'm always turned wearing Crocs. My Crocs are great. Your Crocs are lame. With my Crocs, I can cross a lake. Crocs, 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 Crocs.